Hi everyone. In today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the iliopsoas muscle. One of you messaged me and had some questions about how to ease lower back pain and tightness through the iliopsoas, which is the muscle that attaches on the lumbar and goes down to the femur or the top of the thigh bone. So that's responsible for hip flexion, and it's quite common for that to be very tight if you have an office job, you do a lot of sitting in the day. Also, the psoas does not respond well to injury. So if you were hit or were in a car accident, you might be suffering from some lower back pain due to that muscle really tightening up. And so today I wanted to give you a little bit of information about how to strengthen that muscle and also how to stretch it, and some techniques you can use to ease tension there. So when you have a tight psoas, you might find that you have an increase in your lower back tilt. So it's going to pull the spine forward, tilting your back more, and that can lead to more compression in your back, more lower back pain. It can also show as pain through your thighs. And it can just simply ruin your posture. If you're an athlete, obviously anything to do with flexion of the hip, running, you might not be as effective doing those activities, or just for day-to-day life, walking upstairs. These are all important reasons to strengthen and take care of stretching your psoas muscle. So let's start with some light stretching exercises that you can do at home, just like I am right now. I would recommend having a mat or a blanket down, just because it can be a little bit hard on the knees to be on a hard surface. So again, the psoas muscles are what is responsible for flexion. So we want to be bending to stretch that muscle out. So a good one that you can do to start off with, if you're very, very tight, is just lie on the ground and push up so that you stretch your stomach out there. And then you can just lower yourself down again. Another stretch that you can do easily is bring one foot forward and then lunge down, allowing your hips to relax. You can put your hand down on the ground for a little bit of extra support and really allow your hips to just ease slowly into that. And of course you can do it for the other side. So just lunge forward, brace yourself with your leg, or have a chair or something or a wall beside you if you need a little bit more help with balance. And again, just allow your hips to fall into that stretch. If you're a little more flexible, you can bring your hands up and lean back in that. My yogis will enjoy that one. So for those stretches, you want to hold the stretch about 30 seconds, gradually allowing yourself to deepen the stretch as for what feels comfortable. You shouldn't feel pain or very like a lot of tension when you're doing that. And it is a good idea to do a little bit of a light warm up before you get into stretching, just so that you're not going to pull a muscle and your body's ready for activity. So let's talk a little bit now about how to strengthen this muscle and a few exercises you can use to do that. So again, it's responsible for flexion. So you can do leg raises again, no equipment needed. You can do that easily at home. You can put your hands underneath your back if you need more support, or just on the ground beside you. And you can bring your legs up to start off with, lower it down, and up again. This is also a core exercise, but it's also working the psoas muscle. If this is too advanced for you, then do either one leg at a time, keeping your stomach nice and tight, thinking about pulling your belly button towards the ground. And another option is you can also bend your legs and bring them out like that to bend, or bend them one at a time. So lots of options of doing laying down leg raises at home. Another exercise you can do at home is put an ankle weight on one leg and raise that leg, holding it for about 2 counts, and then slowly lowering it. Raise it again. Doing about 3 sets of 15 reps a side would be great for beginning to strengthen this. And of course you can increase the amount of weight that you use. You can also tie a band around your foot and have tension on the floor by standing on it with the other foot to do this if you don't have ankle weights. Also with the leg raises, you can also do that 3 sets, 15 reps would be a great start. And if you do go to the gym, using the Roman chair for leg raises, which is where you're braced in the chair, raising your legs up, is going to add more intensity to that exercise, because obviously gravity is playing in there. And that's, again, that hip flexion. So you're going to get a lot of strengthening from doing that. And finally, we're going to go over some release techniques for the psoas muscle. So I'm just using a floor hockey or a lacrosse ball. You can also use a medicine ball if you have access to that. What we're going to do is lay on top of the ball and just move around slightly so that we release that tension in the psoas. So to find the psoas, you're going to find your belly button and then go about a ½ inch above it, and then about 1 inch or so to the side. And that's where we're gonna place the ball and move around. Now, while we're doing this, if you're feeling a lot of discomfort, in the organs and things there, you're probably not on the right spot. We're not looking to irritate your organs, but rather focus on applying pressure directly onto the muscle. So again, about a ½ inch up from your belly button and about 1 inch or 2 to the side. And what we're going to do is be rolling the ball around, down there, and over. So I'll show you this on the ground. Okay, so again, you're going to put the ball down, find your belly button, and then go about 2 inches to the side, lateral, and find that muscle. There we go. And just kind of allow yourself to relax on it. Move around a little bit. So it can take about 30 seconds to a minute for a muscle to release, so you've just got to be patient with these types of techniques. And as I mentioned, if you feel any sharp abdominal pain, then readjust. Because you're probably on the wrong spot if that's the case. There we go. Thank you for watching. I hope that you take my advice and see the importance of strengthening and stretching the psoas muscle. If you do have other questions, I love feedback on what you want to see me give advice about and blog about. Just send me an email, julie@juliegermain.com. Thanks, we'll see you next time.